Shalom. Before I start off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Also, shalom to my humble and sincere brothers who are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay, and in this lesson, man, we're gonna get into how we see the trouble that's coming, man. We see the trouble that's on the horizon. So now these people, man, either the Lord has blinded them, so he gets them in a proudful state, or even you have the willfully ignorant, man, and I think that's even worse, because you see these things that are happening, but then you ain't taking heed. So now judgment's gonna come upon you. But we're focusing on how we, as the hopeful elect, man, we see that troubling time to come. Okay, so now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Okay, and Yahushua answered them and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So yeah, man, you see, they're inquiring of what's gonna be happening, man, of how can they tell the end of the world, man, and it's not the end of the world as in like earth is gonna blow up. No, man, because the world, it abideth forever. You know what I'm saying? So right there, it says Aeon G165, and is the third one right there. It says a period of time in age, and right now we're living in Esau's age, man. This is Esau's age. Okay, so Yahushua answered them and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So yeah, man, you see, like it tells you in the scriptures, man, that some of these pastors, man, they are ravenous wolves, and they're hirelings. They're just here to get the bag, man. So it says, take heed that no man deceive you, and how the elect, man, they will not be deceived, but you still have to read, so like, man, that's not scriptural, man. Ask the leaders, these other camps, give me a precept for that, with respect, though. It says, verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So yeah, man, you see that a lot. You got a lot of Edomites, call themselves Christ. They follow that Caesar Borgia image. And it says, verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And what's popping off right now, man? You got a lot of rumors of war talking about Iran and Israel. You got Russia and United States. Everybody's throwing threats at each other, man. That's a rumor of war, man. And it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the yet is not come. You see, man, it's not quite there yet, man. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. You see, man, you're seeing of these different nations fighting against each other, man. These different kingdoms, now they're countries. You got people rising up against the government, man. Sedition. Furthermore, it says, and there shall be famines. You see, we are on the brink of famine, man. A lot of people gonna die because there's no food to eat. And it says pestilences. You got the CV-19. You got you had an outbreak of like monkeypox. Last year you had the flesh-eating diseases in the southern parts of in the southern east parts of United States. And it says, and earthquakes in diverse places. Speaking about earthquakes, man, you had some in Alaska, this past week, and Haiti. A lot of people died, like over 1,000 or something like that. You got some, in these different places that ain't used to earthquakes, like one in Boston. Had the elders bring that point out as well. And verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So yeah, man, this is just barely the iceberg, man. Because we're seeing, man, it tells you that the scriptures is the spirit of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, man. So now these churches, these fake little Israelites, man, they're not going into these prophecies, and if they are, man, they're totally wrong, man. They are not being a watchman for the nation of Israel. So now going into Ephesians. Ephesians 5 verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. You see, circumspectly, man. Keep your head on a swivel, man. That's when you're out and about, but also, spiritually, pay attention to the news, watch these different videos, read different articles, man. It says, not as fools, but as wise. So yeah, man, that's a wise thing to do, keeping up on current events. A lot of people, they don't like keeping up on current events because they say, oh, it's depressing. It's nothing but death and anguish. Well, man, you living in the last days. What do you expect, man? It says verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So yeah, man, check it out in the NLT. It says, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. So yeah, man, you see, we gotta pay attention, man. Keep our eyes out, report. Okay. So now, this is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. There was one more scripture in there. It says, verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is. So yeah, man, you see, how do we understand the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Is reading the scriptures, man, staying in the spirit, praying to the Lord to help us understand certain things that we don't understand, humbling down, because we understand that the Lord's will be done, and there ain't no way around that, man. You're gonna do it anyways. Try to be on the good side, This is Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So yeah, man, you see, we didn't hit the snooze button, man. We got up, put our best foot forward. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So yeah, man, check this out, man. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. You see, you talk to Jake and you tell him, oh, that's gonna be in my granddaughter's time, you know? Ah, man. See, this is verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Yeah, man, that's this fucking world, man. You see, this world ain't nothing but darkness, ain't nothing but death, you know, from the TV to the music, you know, the women, even the children's all messed up, you know, because of the way of Esau, man. He is in control of the world, man. It says, and let us put on the armor of light. So yeah, man, you see, we have to gear up because these evil days are at hand, like we just read. Okay, so now headed over to 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. You see, man, we right here it says, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So yeah, man, you see, let's get it in the NOT, so that Satan will not outsmart us. You see, man, we're seeing through the smoke and mirrors that this so-called white man, you know, because let's get that word Satan. Right here. Satan. What? Hype over here. This one. Satanas. You see, he's our adversary, man. You see? This is speaking of the mortal man, you know? Circumventing men by his wiles. By his demons. Oh look, check this out. By God's assistance he is overcome. But yeah, man, let's check this out, man. He is the adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act. You see, man? He is that adversary, man. Okay? It says, lest Satan, and who's our adversary, man? You see, it's always Jacob versus Esau, man. And it's always gonna be that way, you know. That's the main characters of the Lord's story. Okay, lest Satan, the so-called white man, you know, Esau, Edom, you know, should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices. So yeah, man, we know what's in, you know, the jab. You know, we know what's he doing with the food, the chemtrails he's spraying. You know, the different idolatries. You know, all these things, man. You see, we are not ignorant of his devices, man. In the NOT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Yeah, man. You see, call Yabashim, man, opened up our eyes to see the Satan's, man, even evil schemes, man. You see, man, because this is what's ultimately gonna come, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up with shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. You see, man, all these wars, man, you know, World War I, II, you know, the slave trade, you know, you know, when the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom was in captivity, you know, all that, man, it ain't gonna amount to nothing, man, because it says like a day, it says and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Why, man, you know, you gonna have, you know, these demons showing up, you know, apparitions, you know, different newly created creatures, man, you know, all these things we ain't never seen, man, you know, on a large scale like this. You know, you're gonna have Leviathan, out there tearing things up, man. It says, continuing, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Right there, man. Thy people shall be delivered. It's not all the nation of Israel. It's just the elect. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. So yeah, man. You see, we have hope of getting about this Jacob's trouble, man. A time like never before. Ever since there was a nation, man. And there has been countless wars, countless atrocities, that Esau ain't never put on the books, but we have to have faith that the Lord, he's going to get us up out of there, man. I'm going to end off with Psalms 34. And verse 5. And I'll go through 7. Psalms 34, verse 5. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. I'm going to start at 4. Salakia. It says, I sought Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. So yeah, man, it tells you that the Lord's gonna bring upon you your worst fears, man. But you see, we calling on the Lord, through prayers, man. Constantly in prayer. Hit the road, prayer. Before you go to sleep, prayer. Just thanking the Lord. And it says, and he delivered me from all my fears. That's beautiful, man. It says, they looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. Okay? It says, this poor man cried, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai heard him. So yeah, man, we are the poor man. Making ends meet, through the power of spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It says, and saved him out of all his troubles. So yeah, man, you see the Lord, he's saving the poor man, the elect of the nation of Israel. And it says, the angel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai encampeth round about them that fear him. Okay, it's not just love, man. You got to fear the Lord, so that way you walk right, man. And delivereth them. So see, that's the faith that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has given unto his elect, man. Hopefully you found this lesson edifying. I want to close out by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rachak Watash. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Shalom.